What's up, YouTube? Thanks for clicking on the video. I'm Killy. This is a clip from one of my recent Twitch streams. I try to go live every day, so if you like what I'm doing here, head on over there and drop me a follow. Appreciate it. But yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's just get straight into it. So, this video is titled Calliope Cries while doing further elaboration of the lyrics of the song, with the song title being End of a Life. I'm a big fan of Mori Calliope. If you don't know who she is, she's a VTuber that does music and she does streaming, but I think she mostly focuses on music. Streaming is kind of like a side thing, but she's a VTuber, and I love her music. I've been listening to it for a really long time now, and this song in particular is probably one of, if not my favorite songs of hers. And my friend was telling me that a little while ago she had done a stream where she was talking about the lyrics to the song and what they mean to her and what was going through her mind when she was making it. And I thought that sounded really cool. And so I went in and I looked up the stream and it was really, really long. And I thought about doing a reaction to that, but I didn't want to waste all of your guys' time. And so I figured I would just look up for like a small snippet of the song where she's elaborating, or I guess explaining rather, what she's talking about. And I thought that would be fun. This song is very emotional, particularly for me. It's an extremely emotional song. I'm not really like the type to cry or anything like that, but this song is really, really emotional. And it's saying that she starts crying while doing elaboration of the song, so I'm interested to see which part of the song she actually ends up speaking about and which part is the one that makes her cry and makes her emotional, because I think it honestly could be any part of the song. The song is very emotional. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's just get into it.
And your friends grew tired of fantasy, you're wishing they had stayed. Friends that I had made from those times, they kind of stopped doing music.
Okay, so she started right here. Yeah, your friends grew tired of fantasy, you're wishing they'd stayed. This is kind of towards the end of the second verse, which is like a really, really gut-wrenching emotional part. So I think this makes a lot of sense that this would be a part of the song that gets her emotional.
I'm not sure if everyone gave up, per se. I think a lot of people moved on with their lives because it was what was right for them. And I think that's a good thing in the end. But wishing they had stayed, wishing they had stuck around so we could keep having fun like we did back then.
Yeah, that's really awesome that she's able to point out and recognize that, you know, even though they didn't continue pursuing music, you know, maybe that's what was right for them. And even though it sucks, like she said, how they can't continue to keep having fun together, they made the choice that they needed to make in their life. And I think that's really mature and emotionally intelligent of her to be able to acknowledge that and recognize that, because that's not an easy thing to do, especially when the thing that you're letting go of was something that meant so much to you, and it is like super nostalgic and a really important time of your life. That's awesome.
Wishing they had stuck around so we could keep having fun like we did back then. Wishing that they had stayed to have fun and run around through those nights again. You don't get to say I miss you. This is kind of beaten up on myself at this part here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Kind of like, oh, you miss those people?
So, I'm sorry, I'm already getting a little bit emotional just watching this. Just the way she's talking about it is just really, really hitting home for me. Whew.
Kind of like, oh, you miss those people? Is that so? Well, you should get over it, because you watched your heroes fade into the rearview mirror of the villain you portrayed. This is a really intense line right here.
Yeah, it is really intense because I don't know the backstory of her life with these people when she first started making music. The only thing I know is that she kind of went to Japan to try to join the underground rap scene, but I don't know any of the details. Um, but just the idea of watching your heroes fade away, and it kind of it's kind of your fault, which is why she's saying like you don't get to say I miss you. You watched them fade, right? Like you're the one that watched them fade away. Is that's really gut wrenching.
Um, I cannot, I cannot doubt. There are a lot of people that I really looked up to and admired. Heck, even people that inspired me to do music in the first place. That without a doubt, doing this, in terms of eyes on my work, I kind of surpassed them. I don't
Right.
feel like I did in skill.
No.
There are some musicians that I listen to them and I think to myself, how are you this underrated? How?
Yeah. Definitely. There are definitely some musicians out there who are crazy cracked at what they do. They're killing it in literally every aspect. And then you go and you check them out and they have like such a minuscule following, which really makes you think like it makes you think whether or not success actually has to do with skill or hard work, or if there's, a lot of luck involved in it too. Because some of these artists out there are way too good to not be getting the recognition that they deserve.
How? People who have been doing music for years and years and years, double the time, 3 times the time that I've been doing music. And in an instant, just like that, all of those people that I looked up to as heroes, suddenly, to be blunt, I became more popular than a lot of them. And that made me extremely guilty.
Oh,
Extremely guilty
oh,
to be.
ooh, that hits home. Um, that sounds like not only a classic case of imposter syndrome, with kind of the idea that you don't deserve any of the success that you've gotten, um, and you're just faking it, but you're putting on a show for everyone else, and they believe it. But then this also kind of hits home to the idea that if I'm the one that's getting popular and the people that I looked up to and grew with are not the ones getting popular, it's very easy to feel like you're the one that took away that opportunity from them, right? Like there's only one popular slot in that situation and you're the one that took it. And because you took it, that means they can't have it. And that's definitely going to contribute to some guilt being there 100%, even though I don't think it's true. I just think it's really easy to feel that way.
Guilty. Extremely guilty to be serious with you guys. For a long time, it really mentally affected me. So yeah, that's this line right here. And to say that maybe some folks were not extremely happy about that,
Yep.
correct.
Yeah.
I think it didn't only hurt me, but I think some other people were also hurt as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, definitely.
And so in a sense, I felt like I was a villain, like I was the bad guy of that story.
Yep.
Suddenly, I'm driving away into the distance, watching my heroes fade as the villain of the story. That was how I saw myself. So we continue. Stop the pity party. Listen, you don't get to be dismayed. You don't get to be emotional. Feel blessed you got it made. This is also me beating up on myself.
That, for me personally, might be my favorite line in the song because it comes down to a very common thing within human psychology where you feel like just because you have it better than somebody else, it means that you don't deserve to have these negative feelings and negative emotions because you have it so good, right? Like, why should you be upset? You're living the dream. And that's, of course, not how it works for any people. Um, and it's really, really sad when people feel guilty just for feeling the way they feel because somebody else is telling them that they don't deserve to feel that way or they shouldn't feel that way.
Got it made. This is also me beating up on myself, saying stop feeling bad for yourself. Stop. You should feel grateful that you got this far.
Right.
You got this chance.
Right.
To kind of stop pitying yourself so
Yep.
much. Just feel blessed that
Right.
things worked out for you.
That's what
And
they tell you.
I know I should be doing that, but maybe Reaper, but also in a sense human as well.
Oh,
And I can't help that I still feel bad.
Yeah.
About that.
It's hard.
That will never change. But
I don't know if I can say, I mean, I don't know her and I don't know her story, but I think it can change. I think it's really hard and I think it takes a lot of time, but I think the more you start to understand yourself and understand the role you played in other people's lives, I think that is something that can change.
what I really like is
Oh,
I guess I just wanted some of them to be proud of me. Sorry.
no, don't be sorry. God, I'm starting to tear up now. Whew.
And say like, hey kid, you did a good job, you know?
Oh.
But that didn't happen. And I'm glad you guys are. Thanks.
Yeah, we are. We are proud of you. I think I speak for everybody in the VTuber community, and especially the Mori Calliope community, and say that we are proud of you.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I need a sip. Need a little sip. Woo!
Yeah.
All good. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad you guys are. That makes me really happy. It does. When all is said and done, it's something that it makes it less hard to push forward. Knowing that you guys are, that you guys want me to continue and keep doing my best. Thank you.
Yeah, please never stop doing what you're doing.
I'll keep doing my best.
Yeah. We all will.
Thank you. Yeah. I feel blessed. I feel blessed. I feel blessed I got it made because I get to see you guys.
And we feel blessed that we get to see you.
And sing for you guys. And I'm glad that the words that I sing in my songs can have a meaning for you all.
They definitely do.
Thank you. Thank you for making me smile and making me excited about making music because I think, yeah, if this same thing happened without you guys cheering me on, I don't know what I'd do. I think it might be like too much for me to want to.
I'm sure you'd still be great.
Stuff. So just thank you for that. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that one, oof, I'm not an emotional person, I wouldn't say, but that one really, that one really hit close home for me. There's a couple of tears that sneaked out there. Um, yeah, again, thank you to Klotz for making that video, and most importantly, thank you to Callie for doing everything that you do. I know that you have an impact on people's lives, but it's not always easy to know just how much of an impact you have on people's lives. And I can't speak for everyone, but I can definitely speak for myself when I say that you and your music have had a significant impact on my life and improved it for the better. So, thank you for being the person that you are, and, you know, keep doing your best and doing what you're doing, because I will be there to support you. Hey guys, thanks again for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you have any other ideas for anything that you want me to react to, anything at all, feel free to drop those down in the comments. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you like what I'm doing here. Thank you again. Have a good one.